Here's Dakota Livesay with another story from the archives of Chronicle of the Old West.
Today people use animals like old hoss here to transport goods back into the wilderness. But were it not for a twist of fate back in the Old West, outfitters could be using camels.
Because of the problem horses and mules had in traveling the southwest deserts, as far back as 1836, Army Major George H. Crossman recommended the military experiment with the use of camels. In their natural desert environment, camels would move faster, carry more weight, and require less water and food than horses or mules. Eventually, the idea reached the desk of Secretary of War Jefferson Davis. He liked the idea because he was aware that Napoleon had successfully used camels. So on March 3, 1855, Jefferson Davis got Congress to approve $30,000 for checking out the possibility of using camels as pack animals. In addition, with the problems the government was having with the Southwest Indians, it may just solve that problem as well. The government felt since the habits of the Indians resembled those of the nomadic Arabs, the introduction of the camel would change their life as much as the horse had done. They felt the camel could make the Indians civilized by his being able to raise them and sell the wool, hide, and meat, especially since the buffalo was gone. About 50 camels, along with 10 handlers, were imported into southern Texas. One of the officers involved in the camel unit was Lieutenant Colonel Robert E. Lee. Even though local citizens didn't like the camels because they smelled awful and horses were scared to death of them, Robert E. Lee was very impressed with their performance. In addition, one camel could do the work of 2 horses in less time. 2 years after the approval of funding by Congress, a caravan of 25 camels headed from southern Texas to California. It arrived 4 months later with many of the soldiers crediting their survival to the camel's ability to carry extra water. The men in the field praised the experiment as a success. This is where a twist of fate enters the picture. During this period of time, the southern states began seceding from the Union. Both Jefferson Davis and Robert E. Lee left the Army to become a part of the Confederacy. Their replacements were not fans of the camels. And then along came the Civil War, and the Army's attention was directed elsewhere. And what was called the Great Camel Experiment became a thing of the past. Some of the camels were later used to transport goods in the Los Angeles harbor area, but several of them got loose and started wandering around.
You know, even today, people visiting the Southwest deserts report hearing eerie sounds and ghosts in the image of camels. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Thanks, Dakota. For more information, visit fortheoldwest.com.